don't kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up to 5.
MC.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Receiver, number 18, Justin Jefferson.
On the Falcons sideline, their head coach, Raheem Morris. His team fell in their season opener a week ago, now hitting the road, looking for their first win. On the other sideline, it is the Vikings head coach, Kevin O'Connell. His guys, on the other hand, were winners in their opener a week ago, so they'll try to make it 2-0 to start the season. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So, the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, he's going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
30-yard line.
McCarthy to the air on second down. He's going to try it here again. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is hot. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Minnesota. Terrific way to start this one, Greg, on the opening drive. Getting the ball in the air, down the field, and into the end zone for 6.
We wondered all week, Mike, if this secondary would get tested, especially as the game progressed. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. I mean, a big play early, and we got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
On now for the extra Here's Will Riker. It's up and through. And the Vikings will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons set to take over here on offense, and they are led by their veteran. It's Kirk Cousins.
And he's coming off a game where he was pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest, and he had a couple nice throws mixed in, a couple decent drives here and there, but the inability to find the end zone, of course, he had the one interception, so a lot to clean up, a lot to improve, not just him, but frankly the entire offense.
Mooney in motion. They'll go again with Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Oh, he's going to be... Andrew Van Ginkel having a lot of success here early in the season. 2 sacks in the opener, and he's got another one here. So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Vikings offense ready now for their second drive. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it a bunch, there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So this is going to be a great environment, a great week 2 opportunity for them to not only start 2-0, but to get to 1-0 at home.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play for Minnesota. It's a gain of 34.
Now, Mike, I'm not saying he's going to be able to maintain this pace for the entire game, but here we are in the first quarter, and he already has over 100 yards. If he does keep pace, he's going to have a ridiculous stat line by the end of the 4th quarter, but something tells me we're going to see a lot more chunk plays throughout the game unless this defense can somehow find a way to slow them down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. To throw once more, here's McCarthy. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down. And
he's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A pick up there of 19 yards. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass, but give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. That is caught. What a throw. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have it.
Riker now to add the extra point. He gets it to go. The Vikings will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. A first down throw for Cousins. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 22 yards.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mooney in motion. Here's a little pop pass heading to the right. Here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got it with 2nd down and 13 in front of them. London brought in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Short throw taken by Pitts. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That's caught right side. It's London's pass. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal.
A 51-yard attempt.
This one is off the outside. Distance, but it's no good. And they do not cut into the deficit.
Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. In this case, the upright sent it right back.
Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. He connects with Jordan Addison. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8.
Just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
Now a handoff. Jones. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the first down.
Gain of 2.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of
A pickup there of 28 yards.
That's another Vikings.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And I think I want to see a little bit more of this style from this defense. The key, Mike, is at that catch point, you want to create as much contact and be physical. Separate the ball from the intended receiver, and it's a great example there.
He's going to run it, and he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Now a timeout. That's their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Vikings. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Will Riker down, on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Vikings will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. We'll go ahead and just seed the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. So, Greg, let's pull back big picture and talk NFC South for a second, a division that you know so well. We've got teams that have been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 or so years out of this division, yet people overlook it at times, and maybe they've overlooked how good Tampa's been the last 4 years, too.
Well, it's funny, Mike, you think it wasn't very long ago that the NFC South was the toughest division in football. I mean, you mentioned Super Bowl teams. Tampa Bay won one recently with Brady, and then Atlanta, they make a Super Bowl with Matt Ryan, and New Orleans, and obviously the success they had with Drew Brees. In Carolina, we played in a Super Bowl. I mean, this was a division you didn't want to play. Now, they've all fallen on their resets, new coaches, new quarterbacks. Tampa Bay has done the best job weathering and taking advantage of their rebuild and their next era in the midst of a down division. So, big reason they've won 4 in a row. Can Atlanta, can Carolina, New Orleans, can they catch up? Because right now, like you said, Tampa Bay has been the dominant team in this division.
Greg, you lived it, you know it. While these may not be the biggest markets in the league, the rivalries amongst these teams really elevates what you see when you watch the NFC South go head-to-head, too.
Yeah, and over the years, there's been some major games played between Hall of Fame quarterbacks in uniform for all these teams. So it has a lot more history and a lot more, kind of relevance than maybe it feels as of late. The markets are a little smaller. The teams have been down. They might not have the premier star players that they had in past generations. So they've got to continue to rebuild these rosters, continue to have these new coaches find their footing, and we might be a year or two away from the NFC South getting back to what it used to be.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now McCarthy. Open man downfield. It's Addison. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
Gain of 34 yards.
That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in. What a drive. Jordan Addison, touchdown Minnesota. His second touchdown of this first half.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Riker now to add the extra point. He's got it. The Vikings move out to a commanding 28-0 first half lead.
Falcons nothing. Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Ray McLeod on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Cousins now to throw on first down. The pressure.
7 yards. It's second down.
Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our journey through the NFL starts now, and it begins at Arrowhead. The Chiefs at home to take on the defending champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's Patrick Mahomes making the connection to Rashee Rice. Middle of the end zone, touchdown. The Chiefs even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. From there, we go to Indianapolis. We'll check in on the Colts as they host the Denver Broncos. And it's a guy who showed some surprising wheels as a rookie, Bo Nix. He's going to do it himself, takes it into the end zone, 11-yard touchdown. Lastly, let's go out to the desert, Glendale, Arizona. The Cardinals taking on the Carolina Panthers. And it's the veteran, Zay Jones. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. 77 yards for the touchdown. The Cardinals are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Will Riker to kick off for the Vikings.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. The Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Now, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough, Mike, is the impact that it's making on going for it on fourth down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. There wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick it?
Under pressure, and he'll Jonathan Allen. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here. The Falcons send their punting unit out. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. There's Kevin O'Connell, NFL Coach of the Year in 2024. His Vikings head back out there. Greg, the NFC North has become such a fun division over the last few years. Think of the geography and the legacy. It's always been, because of the proximity, a fun division with great rivalries. But with almost all the teams playing well, save the Bears over the last few years, it's almost heightened the awareness of how good the NFC North can be.
Yeah, I think going into the season, I'd make the argument it's the best division in football. And I think when the worst team, I know they were 5-12 with the Chicago Bears, but to me, there's a lot of wins built in there. Now they bring in Ben Johnson. They continue to build around Caleb Williams. That feels like there's a lot more wins built into that 5-12 record if they just get themselves organized and get some pieces around Caleb Williams, and that's what they've done. So, yes, Detroit and Minnesota, Green Bay, they've clearly been the top 3 for the last couple years, but if Chicago and that roster, if that's your 4th best team in your division, man, I'll tell you what, division games this year.
And I don't know if it's the weather. I don't know if it's the length of the franchises. But when these divisions go head-to-head, there always is a legacy feel that just is additive to the anticipation of those matchups.
Yeah, I mean, every one of these franchises has significant history for a lot of different reasons. They have Hall of Fame players, Hall of Fame coaches. Some of the most iconic individuals in the history of the league have played for these 4 organizations over the last 50-plus years. So there's so much into it, more than just the matchup on the field in that moment, and you can feel it with how much the fan bases rally behind their team.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And that'll set up 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. That's Gary Hall on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. On the option, here's Robinson. I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now, this looks like a design run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll go with the sneak. And he is going to have that Falcons 1st down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin the 4th by giving it to Robinson. Good blocking to the 15. And they'll get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. His 1st touchdown of the new campaign. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
And look at this, the extra point. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You had no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That one caught by the former Lion, T.J. Hawkinson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And the Vikings
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. That one gives him a first down. On the give, it's Jones. And he'll take this down for about 4, down to the 15.
He was brought down by Caden Ellis. A gain of 5 brings up
They'll break the huddle.
5.
It's 2nd
At the
and 5.
Falcons' 15-yard line.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll try and run for the first down with Jones.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal.
Set up. Cougar 19.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That one taken in. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown Vikings. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all off-season long to start your season and build some early momentum. It gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Will Riker down, on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Vikings will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Riker out now, following the touchdown as he kicks this one away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. On the give, it's Robinson. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
The tackle made back at the 39.
Cousins out of the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. Well short of the first down marker. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. This one, the defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. And it would appear they're on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with 1st and 10 in this fourth quarter. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll go back to Jones on first down. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Riker now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Vikings stretch things out even further.
42, Falcons 6.
Team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. We'll go ahead and just see the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this weekend.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into two, one bad play to turn into two. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless good or bad, blowout or a close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Vikings have the takeaway. The defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. These fans set to head home happy. Very solid performance by the hometown side as they finish off a very decisive victory. On first down, here's McCarthy. That one into the hands of Jefferson. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. So a win here for the Vikings. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.